Okay, so phase two. Now we're ready for the pathogen purge, right? We've prepared the body, and essentially we're interrupting the way that the pathogens communicate to each other so that they can no longer replicate the genetic code. So basically resetting our genetic code, resetting it back to our original blueprint, right? So we want bacteria. It's a good thing, but we want the bacteria that's going to be on our side, right? So in the evening, you're going to do something called a sludgy cocktail. I know, pretty exciting. And essentially, we are trying to break down biofilms. So these pathogens, they build up like these forts, these structures, right? So that you can't break them down, so that you can't, even an antibiotic can't like enter in to these biofilms essentially. So they're trying to stay alive. An antibiotic, by the way, side note, is another reason why you would want to do this program. So it kills your good bacteria, and it's really hard to get your good bacteria back after you've taken a round of antibiotics. So if you've ever taken antibiotics in your life, even just once, you should definitely be on this program. It's definitely damaged your beneficial bacteria, on top of the fact that your biofilms are protecting the bad bacteria when you take an antibiotic. So it's kind of a double-edged sword. So anyway, so we are going to try and do this in the most gentle way possible, so that you don't have a lot of die-off symptoms. So it's going to be 3 weeks of a pathogen purge with 1 week of transition. So it's essentially week 3 through 7 in the program. And at night, back to the sludgy cocktail, we are going to do clay, and also, I can never say this word, diatomascus? Diatomascus? Yeah, that's it. So it acts as like a razor blade on the biofilm. So it like slices them, but gently. I don't know how to explain it exactly, but it like basically is going to break down those forts so that your body can now actually get rid of them, right? So we can't really try and get rid of the pathogens or bad bacteria if we haven't broken down those biofilm forts. So this is this, along with the clay, is going to be a huge factor helping that. The clay is what's going to catch the biofilms essentially, so it's going to like catch the toxins and the waste, and it's going to be the carrier to help it actually detox it and remove it from the body, including heavy metals and things of that nature. So we're going to pull them out. So we're going to continue with our food, taking the liver, taking the digestive enzyme, taking the Z gluten, and then we're going to add oil of oregano. So oregano is a powerful antioxidant and also a cleansing agent. It's going to help balance our microbiome. So that's super important to support this gut thrive. And then we're also going to add methyl molecules, so this Moors, and this one is super cool because it helps support thousands of metabolic processes, two of the primary ones being detoxification of heavy metals and chemicals, as well as serving as kind of like an on-off switch for your genetic expressions, which is super important because most of us run low on methyl molecules because the environment that we're in, coupled with all these environmental toxins, right? Coupled with like poor nutrition, low B vitamins. So many people actually suffer from low methyl molecules, which help support, neurotransmitters and all these metabolic processes, not just in the brain, but detoxification, stress, genetic deactivation of diseases, and just your proper immune function. So this one I'm super duper stoked to add in during this phase. And then we are still taking the proteolytic enzyme, and then we're adding in ATAK and VRM, which are essentially a bunch of herbs that are going to support this pathogen purge. And those are taken when I'm not eating, so mid-morning and mid-afternoon, along with these drops that I'm going to put in water. These are some powerful botanicals. This is biocidin, and it's going to basically address and support symptoms related to viral, parasite, fungal, bacterial infections, right? So very, very powerful botanicals that we are going to add in to this phase.